Hi, I'm Antonia. This is Universally Me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Antonia Carlotta, and go check out my Patreon where I've got bonus material plus memorabilia from my family's private collection. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. We're all going through something right now I don't know if we ever knew we'd face. I certainly never thought that I would be experiencing something like this in my lifetime. I would say 6 months ago, I had never heard of the coronavirus. And now it's basically all I think about. We've got Italy and Spain and France all on lockdown. San Francisco has done shelter in place, and Los Angeles just enacted safer at home, meaning that all non-essential businesses are closing. We're not allowed to get together in groups of 10 or more, and really, except for emergencies and essential tasks, we shouldn't be leaving the house at all. I am on voluntary quarantine, and I think most of my friends in LA who can make the choice to quarantine have, and for that I'm so proud of them. It's been amazing to see the way the community has come together. I can't stress enough how important it is to quarantine, and a lot of the arguments that I've seen against it are things like,
"It's fine, it's not that bad, I won't get that sick."
that's not the point, respectfully. The point is that you could be a carrier and you could pass it on to somebody else without knowing. Even if you don't have symptoms, you can pass it on to somebody else. The other really important reason to quarantine is to help spread out cases. If everybody gets sick at once, we're going to overburden the system. We're not going to have enough supplies, enough ventilators, enough beds for these people. We've seen this happen in Italy where their system was overburdened and they had to start triaging. They had to make the decision of who lives and who dies. That's a terrible thing. No one should ever have to do that. It's been disappointing to hear about other organizations that aren't taking the pandemic seriously. It's a pandemic. But I know that you're not here to hear about my opinions of other organizations, though I do have many. You are here to hear about one specific organization. What is Universal doing about the coronavirus? That's what I wanted to know, so I reached out to some friends and some friends of friends, and even a stranger or two. And here is what I found out. Let's start with the park. When news of the coronavirus first hit, Universal put out extra hand sanitizing stations right away as a precaution. Unfortunately, the virus continued to spread around the world, so Universal Studios Hollywood decided to close until at least March 31st. If you bought a ticket to the park that you didn't get to use, it will be good until December 18th. Also, the Secret Life of Pets ride opening has been postponed. Universal City Walk is following suit, though I believe a few individual vendors might remain open. In an email, Universal said the safety of their team members and guests is the top priority, and that they will continue to monitor the situation and act in accordance with appropriate health agencies. I was so happy to learn that Universal will pay their park employees their normal hours through the end of the month. And I also loved that Universal gave food away from their warehouses that would have gone to waste since the park was closed. And anything that they couldn't give away to team members, they gave to food banks. I know it seems so obvious, but there are so many companies that would have sooner thrown that food out than give it away. So I love Universal for that. For a while, the park had a limited crew working, and they're now down to just essential personnel while they deep clean the park. Even the essential personnel, they've scaled them back, so they're really not there much more than they need to be. Because Universal City really is a city, they still have sheriffs there making sure that everyone and everything stays safe. And I really liked learning that Universal has a counseling service, so any team members that feel like they need someone to talk to can reach out. Moving down to the back lot, they're trying to minimize people on the lot and promote social distancing. All of my friends who work there have been working remotely, and Universal has halted most, if not all, of their productions. I don't think that I'm allowed to call out specific shows, but the ones that I know aren't coming back this month, and they're probably not coming back next month either. There's one more thing Universal's doing that I think is really great, and that is that they are allowing us to stream movies like The Invisible Man, The Hunt, and Trolls World Tour early. For so long, there's been this standard that movies have to be in theaters for 90 days before you can access them anywhere else. But because we can't go to movies, because we don't have that ability, instead of holding those films back, Universal said, we want you to see them. We want to give you the opportunity to watch them. So for $20, we can rent them on iTunes and Amazon. And you know, it might not seem like a revolutionary act, but it kind of is. This has the potential to change the way movies are released forever. I have to say, I am really proud of Universal for putting their team members first and their health and their safety. I've heard so many stories of companies choosing profits over people, and it's really amazing that Universal is setting themselves up to be a leader during this pandemic. It's great to see a company reacting so positively, making sure that their teammates are taken care of, that they're still getting movies and shows out to the people who love them. You know, parks and entertainment, they bring so much joy to people. They're supposed to be an escape in times like this. And it sucks that we can't have those right now. It really sucks. But I do believe that this is gonna get better and that we'll be able to go back to the parks and see movies in theaters again. We just need to do everything we can right now to slow the spread and to make the best choices we can, not only for us, but for our communities. So for me, I will be right here and I'm gonna keep making videos, and I will continue in my mission to keep Universal and its history alive. I would love to hear what your companies, your bosses, your organizations are doing about coronavirus. And please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Antonia Carlotta, and check out more content on my Patreon, patreon.com/Antonia Carlotta. Thank you. Bye.